Did you grow up watching the hilarious sitcom F Troop? It was a sitcom western that followed American soldiers and Native Americans and their various antics during the 1800s. It was a brilliant show created by writers Seaman Jacobs, Ed James, and Jim Barnett. But the reason the show became a huge success was because of its excellent cast. So who were these great F Troop cast members? Many of them have passed away, and it's time we look back at their incredible lives and careers. We'll also catch up with one main cast member who's still with us. Let's learn about the folks who made F Troop a massive success. The cast was led by Sergeant Morgan Sylvester O'Rourke. He was played by Forrest Tucker. Tucker was born in 1919 in Indiana. He began his showbiz career as a teen, working as a street singer. He would later work as a master of ceremonies at a burlesque theater. In his late teens and early 20s, he began working in films. He had a supporting role in The Westerner, directed by William Wyler. He soon became a favorite character in westerns and had a reputation for playing villains. His film career included films like Sands of Iwo Jima, Rock Island Trail, California Passage, and Auntie Mame. But he rose to stardom when he was cast as Sergeant O'Rourke in F Troop. His role was that of a scheming soldier who always tried to get ahead and never quite succeeded. He spent much of his latter career acting in TV shows and TV movies. He passed away in 1986 at the age of 67 of lung cancer. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. And stick around for more about the F Troop cast. In contrast to the scheming O'Rourke was the bumbling Captain Wilton Parmenter, played by Ken Berry. Berry was born in 1933 in Illinois. He began his career in his late 20s, playing bit parts on popular TV shows. These included Harrigan and Son, Peter Loves Mary, and The Ann Sothern Show. His biggest two roles were as Lieutenant Melton in Ensign O'Toole and Dr. John Capish in Dr. Kildare, but his breakthrough came when he was cast as Captain Parmenter in F Troop. He provided many of the best comic moments in the show. He spent the rest of his career with bit parts and recurring roles on popular shows including Fantasy Island, The Dick Van Dyke Show, and The Golden Girls. But his work on F Troop was always the highlight of his career. He had the flexibility of a dancer and used this to provide much of the slapstick and physical humor in the show. He passed away at age 85 in California due to heart complications. Another great character from F Troop was the sassy Wrangler Jane, played by Melody Patterson. She was born in 1949 in Inglewood, California. She was bitten by the acting bug at a young age and started her career at age 4. She appeared in a local play and never looked back. In her early teens, she appeared in a few small roles on television, such as The Jim Backus Show and Bye Bye Birdie. When she auditioned for the role of Wrangler Jane, she was 15. She lied about her age and told the producers she was ready to turn 18 and finish high school soon. By the time they found out the truth, she had already filmed 7 episodes of the show. Wrangler Jane was one of the most loved characters, and audiences loved Melody Patterson's comic timing. They also loved the incredible on-screen chemistry between Wrangler Jane and Captain Parmenter. She spent the rest of her career having small roles in popular TV shows such as Green Acres. She also appeared in a few horror films such as Blood and Lace and The Cycle Savages. Towards the end of her career, she returned to her roots and acted in many plays. She died at age 66 in 2015 due to multiple organ failure. James Hampton was born in Oklahoma in 1936 and was raised in Texas. His parents ran a dry cleaning business, and it seemed unlikely he'd have a career in show business. But the allure of entertainment was there, and he studied theater arts at the University of North Texas. But before he could start his acting career, he was drafted into the Army. He served in the cavalry at Fort Knox and then overseas. When he returned, he continued studying acting under Baruch Lumet, father of Sidney Lumet. He began his career acting on stage. His big break came when he appeared in a short film called The Cliff Dwellers in 1962. The short film received an Oscar nomination, and this helped him network with many key players in the industry. He then received a recurring role on Gunsmoke. He became a household name when he was cast as Private Hannibal Dobbs in F Troop. It was a foolhardy character, and it gave James an opportunity to show off his comedic talents. After finishing work on F Troop, he continued to appear in popular TV shows. He appeared in the Teen Wolf films and television show as Uncle Harold. He also appeared in the Burt Reynolds film, The Longest Yard. He spent the last years of his career working in films. His final film was The Association, released in 2015. He passed away in April of 2021 at age 84. F Troop was one of the early shows that had Native American characters in the mainstream. Actor Frank Dakova played Chief Wild Eagle. He was a prominent character actor who appeared in many popular films, including The Ten Commandments, Viva Zapata, and American Pop. But his role as Chief Wild Eagle in F Troop was his best known. He died of heart failure in 1981 at age 71. The main cast of F Troop also included Corporal Randolph Agarn, played by Larry Storch. Larry is still with us and often looks back fondly at his days working on set with F Troop. Corporal Agarn was one of the silliest characters on the show, and Larry's performance brought some of the biggest laughs. His character was so well loved, Larry was named mayor for a day at the Fort Lee Arts and Music Festival. Larry is retired, but travels when he can to meet his fans and to discuss the show. He was born in 1923 in New York. Due to the Great Depression, he ended up dropping out of school. He began working as a stand-up comedian, opening for band leader Al Donahue. He later served in the U.S. Navy in World War II. He continued to pursue stand-up following his time in the Navy. His popularity led to many appearances on TV shows, including Get Smart, Car 54 Where Are You?, Sergeant Bilko, All in the Family, and many more. As such, once he was cast as Corporal Agarn in F Troop, he was a welcome addition to the cast. This is the role we'll always remember him for. After F Troop, he continued to act in many great shows. These included The Queen and I, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Brady Kids, and many more. His most recent work was in the pilot of Medium Rare, filmed in 2010. There were rumors a few years ago he had died. Larry laughed off these rumors and continued to be active in person and on social media. F Troop fans can take comfort that one of the lead cast members is still with us, and he's happy to discuss the show if you manage to catch him when he's free. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think F Troop has stood the test of time, or do F Troop fans need to actively promote it to the newer generations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.